Now, as soon as the shares of Purple Group yesterday finished down 6.6%, trading at 99 cents per share. Now, one of the things that has been putting a lot of pressure onto both South African stocks or JSE stocks and international stocks is the tariffs that President Trump has been imposing onto various countries, including our very own South Africa, right? But the good thing is that last night, those that were watching the US market, although that monitored the US market, that still don't know what transpired. President Trump paused the tariffs for 90 days, excluding, of course, China, right? China, because they fought back with tariffs onto the US. Apparently, their tariffs have been increased to 125%, which is something that is not good. But most stocks in the US yesterday finished on a green, which is something that is always, that was so great to see, a relief. And a lesson learned there, of course, is that if you panic, you miss the opportunity. Because there are some people that when they see sharp falls, sharp drops into the market, into companies that they own and they know those companies are doing well, have got strong fundamentals, they end up selling their shares. And today, Purple Group could be one of the companies that obviously see their share price maybe surging because they just reported their 6-month unaudited interim results or financials ending 28th of February, and it looks like they are doing very well. I mean, though the share price yesterday finished down 6.6%, today we might see a recovery because I see on the screen notice that Purple Group for the 6 month ending the 28th of February, they saw group revenue increased to 238 million rands. And out of these 238 million rands, EasyEquity generated Purple Group 216 million rands. So Purple Group, we can say it's EasyEquities because the over 90% of Purple Group total revenue comes from EasyEquities, which is something that shows you that EasyEquity is really the life of Purple Group. And if EasyEquity struggle, Purple Group won't do that well. So they generated 238 million rands, and obviously the operating expenses increased by 13% to 160 million rands. So the expenses increased by 13% to 160 million rands, but the revenue was 238 million rands. Net asset value per share increased by 9% to 45.35 cents per share, which is something that, of course, it was a 41.6% increase. And the basic headline earnings per share was 2 rands and 36 cents per share, which is something that is great because that one, it was a 204% increase year over year. Active users on the account, it's still equating to around 1,021,000 or plus 1,021,000 onto the platform. It looks like in terms of users growing onto the platform, yeah, it's just consolidating, but they still got over 1 million, which is obviously great. So apparently the total assets that EasyEquity is managing for clients equates to roughly around 67.2 billion rands, which is so great, and it shows you that obviously there is a lot that you guys are doing onto EasyEquities there. The activities that are being done onto EasyEquities are massive, and you guys have got the big buck, which is obviously great and massive to see the kind of progress that South Africans and South Africans are putting or pushing into this EasyEquities platform. I mean, EasyEquities, I think last week, if not 2 weeks back, they announced or highlighted something very important to say that the inflows for March at over 1.7 billion rands, right? So the deposits that users onto the platform deposited equated to 1.7 billion rands, which was an all-time high. This is good because it appears that people are starting to get to be aware of this, and they are investing into the stock market and other assets, which is something that is pretty good. I mean, the average return onto this 1,021,000 active users apparently sitting at 6.6%. On average, EasyEquity users have gained 6.6%, meaning that those that are investing on average are on a green, which is so great, man, so amazing. And hopefully this gets to boost the share price of Purple Group. So I am very happy, man. I am excited, and I thought I'd come and give you this quick update. I know that obviously the markets have been hurting a lot of people. I know the markets have been falling down quite sharply, including Purple Group, but I think today things should be better. In fact, I think the markets will finish the day very well, following what we saw onto the US markets yesterday after President Trump announced posting tariffs onto all countries he had imposed tariffs on, except for China. So hopefully things get better today, and you guys can have a breather, because a lot of people, especially those that were panicking, yeah, it was bad, right? But a lesson learned also from this, as I've said, is that don't panic sell, man. Sometimes panic selling won't take you to the next level, because those that sold their shares on Friday, Monday, Tuesday, for sure the gains that they are going to see right now, they are going to be thrilled and regret why they did so. I mean, me, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do, but all I can say are my opinions, and which my opinions are, sometimes it's always good that you do your due diligence before you decide to buy, sell, increase your holdings, or consult a PR advisor, right? Because some people make mistakes that few years down the line they regret. We have spoken about the growth of Capitec. We have spoken about growth of other stocks like Tesla, which to date they've went up by over 2,000%. And those that invested in the early days, they are now rewarded. They are now happy with big smiles. And this is how people make money. People make money when there's chaos. While some of you guys were panicking because of the markets after Trump imposed those tariffs onto countries, including our very own South Africa, some investors were investing more, increasing their holdings, because they knew that that massive drop was presenting or offering an opportunity of a lifetime. In the US markets, we saw some stocks ending the day plus 20%, some stocks ended the day plus 15, 10%, which was so great. And hopefully, like I said, cross fingers, we will see our stocks also ending so well today. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I will see you on the next one, and God bless you all.